Hey everyone, welcome back to another stream. If you watched my last stream, you know that today, I think I'm just going to resource mine for a little bit. See where it goes. Got everything loaded up, ready to review. It's good, I think. I think things are going to get a little bit smoother. I hope, at least, now they have all 4 of my party members back. Gotta get some stuff. So what do I need to get? Ooh, I can get Sildra. Where do I get Sildra at? Pirate game. Where's that? Okay, the other thing I need to do is get my chicken knife. At the Forest of Moor. I want to see if it accepts that. Because last time it wouldn't let me go in there. I don't know why. See if it still does that bullshit. Oh, no, it does it. Thanks. No, I know you're down here. There you are. Left. I am a coward. It's always better to get the chicken knife because then every single time you escape, it's just better anyway. Especially in the Fiesta, because you're never gonna, with few exceptions, will things always go your way. Yeah, chicken knife's extremely low because I haven't done a ton of running. But I don't think I could equip the Brave Blade on everybody, so there's that too. So I got that. That's out of the way. Okay, so I get Soldier. What else can I get here? What is the 4-Job Fiesta? We'll go to 4jobfiesta.com. And they have a description there. You have to have a Twitter account. I think you do. And just to describe it, what you do is... Ooh, Valcastle. What you do is that you sign up with Gilgabot. You declare that your candidacy. And then every single time a crystal breaks, it assigns you a job. The blue... Well, the first crystal... It automatically assigns you a job, because a lot of people just start the game, they go to the first crystal, and they just start playing there. So the first crystal, I think, the first job assigned to you is going to be like a knight, blue mage, monk, black mage, white mage, and thief. And you'll get one of those 6 jobs. And then you'll play all the way till you get to, first one's the wind. Then it's the water. And then so you go to the water castle and waltz, and it'll assign you a job. And then you'll do the same thing for the fire, and then you do the same thing for the earth crystal. And then you have to have those 4 jobs in your party at all times, which is why, like, I have to play with these 4 jobs. pirate cave? That's Godot's cave. I was told I could get to a pirate cave with Boko. So I gotta go find Sildra right now, because I have a summoner. So I need summon stuff. Stop that. I hate the fact I don't have two screens. I don't have the room, though. A lot of people have like two screens, and I just don't. That's Godot's cave. Where's the pirate cave? Pirates head out. It's south. Okay. What's going on, Discamera? Chocobo? Probably tastes like chicken, I'd imagine. I can just attack all these. Yeah. Working on it, pick some more. Good stuff, dude. Do you ever live stream your drawing? Like gamey chicken? Yeah, I think so. Sildra, you're alive! Ferris, what are you talking about? Ferris, did you see something? Arr, don't you? Sildra's right there. Oh, I feel... Okay, yeah, I see you. Sildra's your name. Oh, you're such a good girl. Yar, Kryl, you can see her. Sildra's spirit says she wants to help you, Ferris. Yar, yay? Such a kind soul. Receive the summon monster Sildra. Am I ready for Odin? I don't know if I'm ready for Odin. Ugh. Because I think I can get Odin right now. Spicy. They have a chocobo? Quack quack. Thank you, Coco. When did Coco get with the pirates? That was not explained. See, now that I have the chicken blade, I can just run. Every single time I run, my chicken knife will gain power. It will never be as powerful as the Brave Blade, fully powered, but if that's what you want from the Brave Blade, you can never run away. And since I've already ran away, I can't do that. So if I go to my equipment, chicken knife was at 21, now it's at 22. So every single time I run away, my chicken knife gets more powerful. The thing is, I probably won't run away enough for it to really matter at the end of the game, but I can try. Okay, I'm gonna look up real quick how to get Odin. Odin. It's a castle ball. Or Vol, or whatever it is. Odin's a motherfucker, too. Okay, I can do that. Got my weapons. To get the Joku Cave. Today's pick is definitely... Today's pick is definitely more on the spicy side, I think. Impossible to make a safe for work version of it. Yep. Okay. The castle is right on the top of this place, but you're locked in the basement. So, okay. So I have to go to the Jackal Cave. Where's Jackal Cave? All the way down there? No, it's not Jackal Cave, though, is it? Oh, it's right next to it. Durr. Can anyone equip the Excalibur? You seem interested in this Chimera's work. Kuja music. You have to... Okay, this was first, okay? I can't equip the Excalibur. So. Incisor. Yo. Now you want to make a ton of damage. I see you. How am I poisoned? Run, run. Man, that chicken knife's gonna be good. And, I mean, if I say what character is featured in it, the interest would be dropped. So it's a popular character. Why am I always fighting this thing? Can't hit it. Yes, flip it. Let's go. Just run away. Just keep on making that chicken knife better. Yo, Skull Eater, I don't want to fuck with you, dude. Do not want. Do not want. Now I'm in Castle Ball. Object Dart. I need more gold needles. No, I don't need a gold needle myself. Thank you. I can use the Spell Blade break. Okay, that's interesting. Is it Bubsy? It better be Bubsy. Not this time. Okay, so you have done Bubsy. That's what's important. Bayonetta. Character that seems popular ironically. Ironically? I mean, as soon as you say it, I'll probably be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I have no idea right now. Is it LeChonk? Gax? Yes! I love Gax! I had a pet gecko when I was a kid, and I named him Gax. I want a beefy, well-hung Gax. Probably, no. It's not really my thing, but I mean, it'd be interesting. I don't like him ironically, like, I for real like him. Though, like, as a secret, I haven't played a single Gex game. Is it time for a new Gex game? Not really. Let's get a remaster out, or just release the original games on modern hardware, and then we can have that conversation. Then I'm about that conversation. See what interest is even there, because I don't think there's a lot there. Fan base loves him. That's weird, man. So, okay. I don't know a lot about furries. So I have to ask, how does a lizard fit into the furry thing? Because he's a lizard. And lizards don't have fur. I mean, you know that. I know you know that. Alright, here we go with this. Okay, so it's just like more animist, kind of. Alright, that's enough. Really? 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 Oh, I'll take it. So got 2 more summon monsters. That's cool. Who has Mix? Alright, Kryl has Mix. So here's my conundrum. Like, do you have the Chemist have Mix? And just be your buff to buff? And just have another character with Mix to also be a buff debuff? And your other 2 characters, you know, just wreak havoc? Or do you have your Chemist be more balanced? Because Black Magic, I mean, I guess I don't need it now. I mean, probably for a boss? Because, like, a Black Mage doesn't need summon... A Black Mage doesn't need summon and Black Magic. And a Summoner doesn't need summon and Black Magic. I guess... Yeah, this is my reward for last time. Fuck that last time. I'll keep it Black Magic for now. And then once a 3rd character gets Mix, I'll put that... Like, my Summoner and my Black Mage will both have it. You haven't played this one? Final Fantasy V is fucking fantastic, man. Like, you don't play it for the plot. Do not play this game for the plot. So if you're like, I love Final Fantasy VII because the plot was so deep, man. Which it's not, but... No! You can't make me bleed my own blood. Oh, you played the PlayStation version then, Chimera. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm tempted to say the mobile version's better. I don't want to keep doing this. It was annoying. Do they, are they vulnerable to magic? I'm about to find out. They are. The ugly sprites in UI? I mean, yes, because it doesn't have loading times. I just do. And it actually has probably a better translation. Because Ferris, like, as much as Ferris sounds like a pirate, and I like to make her sound like a pirate, like, she is, like, super terrible pirate in that game. I guess I better go back to my airship. No, I can't get back there. Yeah, like the PlayStation version is just bad. It's so bad that I don't even remember the FMVs. So if you have it in the United States, if you're talking about the physical version, it came out of the Game Boy Advance and the PS1, and that's it. I hate these things. In the meantime, what I need to do is I need to start farming resources like I told everyone I would. So I'm going to start farming resources for my chemist. And then we can just hang out, we can chat. Mastered catch. So that's a mastered class. And I don't know who else is coming up. I hope my black mage is going to master. It's going to master it first, so I can swap out Kryl and Zodiac. The Zodiac's lack of black magic is disturbing. Alright. Farming like in Farmville, please no. Where is the city formerly known as Castle Tycoon? I heard that's where I can get some turtle shit. I think that's where it was at. I think so. No, that don't want to go in there. That takes me to the void. Ha. What is that a picture of? That's an emote. I want to fight turtles. Where do I fight my turtles? Preemptive strike. I don't like this. I want my turtles. Where's my turtle shell? Hold on. I'm going to look up Turtle Shell World 3. I'd better not say... a peninsula southeast where Tycoon once stood. Specifically on the land bridge, starting down the crescent, there's a small lighter patch of grass. Okay. You know what? I gotta be honest, man. I'm kind of over TMNT. I know it's kind of sacrilegious to say that, like, among nerds. Oh, great. That's exactly what I wanted. Let's just, attack, attack, attack. Oh, snap. And I guess, I mean, you could say, like, being over TMNT is edgy or something, but... the reason I'm tired of it, it just seems like no matter what happens out of TMNT, it's just, like, everyone just, like, just gets hype about it. I understand, like, it's all part of our childhood, but at the same time, it's like... Dude... So there's supposed to be turtles here. Grass turtles. Yes! Found them! Shredder's Revenge is fantastic. Yes, it is. But here's my point, like, about turtles. This is where I'm kind of over it. is so when Shredder's Revenge came out, everyone was like, "Oh, this is my game of the year." I'm like, okay, I mean, that's, you can make it your game of the year. I mean, if you think that, that's what you think. But I don't think, like, I've played a lot of the modern beat 'em ups, like a lot of the good ones, like Scott Pilgrim and River City Girls and Streets of Rage 4. I will say it's better than Scott Pilgrim just because Scott Pilgrim's like over 10 years old now. It's been out for a while. So like a lot of people have had time to get into it. But is it better than River City Girls or Streets of Rage 4? No. No, it's not. And you like Final Vendetta. Are you willing to say it's better than Final Vendetta? I don't know. I haven't played Final Vendetta. It looks like it's probably better than Final Vendetta. Probably I would find it better than Final Vendetta anyway. Scott Pilgrim is overrated. You shut your dirty whore mouth. It's a great game. It's a fantastic game. Yeah, Final Vendetta, whatever it's called. I hope I was saying Final Vendetta. I thought you were the one who was playing. Maybe that was Freak. I don't know. Someone's been saying they really, really like Final Vendetta. And the thing is, I'm not going to say anything about Final Vendetta. I just don't know. Maybe it's the Dragon Fangs I'm low on. I'm just going to get some turtle shells anyway. Turtle shells are always useful to have. Okay, look, the movie is overrated. The movie is very much overrated. You're not going to hear an argument from me on that. Like the movie's okay. Like, I think that's the best you could say about it. It's okay. It's an okay movie. I know there are people in Toronto that want to kill me after I say that, but I think it's an okay movie. You love the movie? Okay. I think it's okay. I just think it's okay. But the video game? Like, the video game is phenomenal. Has a rockin' phenomenal soundtrack. Controls almost perfectly. Now, if you've played it recently, I don't know. I haven't played, like, if they changed anything. But I played when it came out on the Xbox 360, and I had a blast with it. But I will say, like, the best, if you love beat-em-ups, and I understand, like, there's some cringe weeaboo shit in there, which, you know, I like. But if you love beat-em-ups, play River City Girls if you haven't. That's probably one of the best beat-em-ups I have ever played my entire life. It's not as good as Streets of Rage 2. Nothing will ever be as good as Streets of Rage 2. That's never going to happen. But yeah, River City Girls is just... Oh, it's so fucking good. So when I hear people say... River City Girls. And when I hear people say, like, oh, Streets of Rage 4 is the best beat-em-up of all time. Like, yeah, that's good, too. It took me a long time to get used to that, because I did not like the new soundtrack. I had to turn the old one on. And I had a lot of fun with that. But, wow, did I have a lot more fun with River City Girls. How many turtle shells do I have? 42? Fuck it. We're riding this bitch. Let's do it. Do it to it. Why am I not running away? I have a chicken knife to level up. I get no intrinsic value from this shit. Another underrated one, I wouldn't say it's as good because it's underrated, but it would be Double Dragon Neon. So if you haven't played Double Dragon Neon, that's another good one too. I haven't played beat 'em ups in a while. Yeah, it's the problem with beat 'em ups, man, is like so many of them are just they suck. There's a lot of beat 'em ups that are awful. Like most of them are awful. But then when you get a game that gets it right, that knows how to strike a balance between difficulty and skill, you can have a really special game. That's why I think Streets of Rage 2, in my opinion, is, well, it's like, I guess I'm saying my opinion, it's me, is the greatest game of all time. It's my favorite game, period, ever made. Best soundtrack, best controls, best balance and difficulty, everything. Streets of Rage 2 is like the perfect game if you just want to play a game. And I don't think anyone's ever going to be able to convince me otherwise. And I'll probably go to the grave thinking Streets of Rage 2 is the best game ever made. It took me a long time to get there. I used to think it was Final Fantasy VI and then Chrono Trigger just because I love JRPGs. And then I was like, you know what? No, it's Streets of Rage 2, man. Were they great in the 90s? Were they great in the 90s? Or were they just not bad? Like, what are the best beat 'em ups? I mean, there were some good ones. The Dungeons and Dragons ones. But even that, like, a lot of your beat 'em ups that a lot of people say were really good are quarter munchers. If you can find a game that provides challenge and is fun, and it doesn't punish you for not knowing the precise way to play it, then I'll say it's a good game. Because a lot of people say Streets of Rage 2 is hard. That's not a hard game. I'm sorry, I love that. I mean, it has challenge to it, and if you don't know what you're doing, yes, it can be difficult. But I'm saying, like, a precise way to play it. Like, you have to know every single enemy's patterns. You have to know everything about it. I haven't heard of Kings and Dragons. Knights of the Round. Knights of the Round's okay. Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, Quarter Muncher. TMNT 4. Yes. That is a fantastic one. It's shallow, but it's not a bad game at all. It's fantastic. Streets of Rage 1 and 2. One's okay. I already said enough about 2. G8 Golden Axe? Golden Axe? Golden Axe sucks, man. Golden Axe sucks. We'll agree to disagree. We'll agree to disagree on Golden Axe. Golden Axe is a terrible fucking series. They're bad games. Death Adder's cool though. I like Death Adder. The Revenge of Death Adder, that's a good game. That is a good game. Even though it's a quarter muncher, it's a good game. Final Fight's the same way. Maybe Final Fight 2 and 3. They're a little weird. Because they're console exclusive. They didn't even come out in the arcade. Final Fight is just, like, unnecessarily difficult. That's my problem with Final Fight. I think you hit it on the head. It's not as good as Streets of Rage, and it's just kind of like, yeah. I guess that's my problem with it, you know? Yeah, I might as well finish it out. Mighty Final Fight? Okay, I've heard Mighty Final Fight. That game's supposed to be dope. I mean, if you say Golden Axe 1 through 3 are great beat 'em ups, I can tell you're easy to please when it comes to them. I'm just jabbing at you, but that's how I feel about it, dude. Do not like Golden Axe. I do not like Golden Axe. I just played, we have an episode coming up about it for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, for the NES. I guess we're going to talk about the arcade briefly, because like every single time I go to an arcade that has TMNT, like it's like one of the joysticks is broken, or it's sticky, or something stupid. You can't really get a great experience out of it. But I played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 for the NES, and if you want to talk about a game that has not aged well, it's like, I beat it. If you're in our Discord, you saw I beat that game. So it's not like I'm saying, like, I couldn't handle it. I handled it. I beat that game. So I feel like I'm qualified to speak on the motherfucker. And it's not a good game. Even like the early 3D beat-em-ups, I can feel you there. They weren't all that bad. They were not all that bad. I mean, I don't think they're all that good. Die Hard Arcade had its place. I know you heard the episode, I said it didn't hold up, and that's just because, yeah. I mean, if you're there in the moment, they were phenomenal. But today, not really. But they still have their fun. They still have their over-the-top ridiculousness. They all continue to have their themes. It's just goofy shit. It's something you can have fun with. So if anyone says they like the early 3D beat-em-ups, I can't hold that against you. I can't hold that against you at all. I get it. Probably Fighting Force. Plays a kid with a mop. I don't know. The funny thing is, like, I look at some of the beat-em-ups and some of the better ones, I mean, they're kind of bland and basic, but I think, like, they're balanced in a way. Like, some of the Sailor Moon and some of the Power Ranger ones are actually pretty good. Spend most of it in cruiser. I don't know. I am picking up these turtle shells, though. But yeah, you want to talk about the two best beat-em-ups of all time, in my mind. If I'm telling you, like, beat-em-ups, if you need to play them, the two best ever made, Streets of Rage 2 and Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo. For the Super Nintendo specifically, by the way. Not the arcade. Not the arcade. TMNT 4 and Streets of Rage 2. Not in that order. Streets of Rage 2 is first. Those are the two best beat-em-ups of all time. And then I'd probably put River City Girls after that. Yeah. I've played through the arcade one. I like just the Super Nintendo one is so much better. Me and Shane, we played it together a couple times. Well, quite a few times. And like, you can get through Turtles in Time in about 25 minutes. That's all it takes. You sit down, you play it, it's good. And if you've listened to our King of Games 2000 discussion, like, that's sometimes what all you need out of a game. I don't think, like, it hits quite the same, like, it doesn't hit quite the same feeling that Crazy Taxi does. But I mean, there's something a little special to it that you can get in like 25 minutes. You get in there, you get in, you get out, you have a good time. It gives you that, you know, that hidden nostalgia. It reminds you that, you know, why you love video games. And that's something special about TMNT4. And Streets of Rage 2 is just so much deeper. And I think it's a better looking game, has a better soundtrack. Marginally better soundtrack. Because I think the soundtrack in TMNT4 is fantastic as well. But it's like, what do you want? Like, do you want more basic streamlined controls? That aren't super basic and streamlined, like there's some complexity to it, or do you want something more deeper and complex? And if you like the former, it's TMNT4. If you like the latter, it's Streets of Rage 2. But yeah, those are the two best ever made. Ever. For beat 'em ups. Period. I think one of the things I like about Turtles 4 the most, now that I think about it when I compare it to Streets of Rage 2, is that, like, in Streets of Rage 2, there's still some bullshit. Like, there's still things you can't completely get out of. Like, there's still some real big-time cheapness. And there's that... Granted, you have that in TMNT 4 as well. But it's not as punishing. In Streets of Rage 2, like, it's way more punishing. For the cheap bullshit. You know, a lot of casual players just want to play stuff for rewards that brainlessly mashing a button. I'm kind of like that with beat 'em ups. Yeah, fair. They need to have a presentation that excites me. The impact of your hits needs to feel satisfying. Yes. It needs to be beaten in one sitting. Golden Axe 1 and 2 fail the satisfying hit thing, but they're so short I don't mind. Are we talking arcade? Or are we talking Genesis? Mega Drive? I think that's another important distinction. Because if you're talking arcade, I think what you're looking at with the Genesis, what you're looking at with Golden Axes, is a lot better than what you're getting on the Mega Drive. Because the Mega Drive actually extends it. Yeah, but the Mega Drive is a longer game. And sometimes, so like for the Turtles NES game, for example, I'll get 2 more turtle shells. Let's get up to 80. I don't think I should need more than 80 for this run. If you go like the NES game in particular, they gave you a few extra levels, and I actually think that was to its detriment. I think that's too long of a game. I think it goes on for too long. So I think you make a good point. If it's short, you can have a good time. Golden Axe for the Mega Drive added a level or 2 to it. And actually, you know, they gave you limited continues on top of it. That's bullshit. So, I need to play 3 again. I need to play 3. I wasn't too impressed the first time I played 3. I kind of felt like something was off with it. I don't know what it was. I didn't care for it much. But I could give it another shot. Definitely could. I will be right back, by the way. I need to use facilities in my own home. In the meantime, enjoy this beautiful music. Yes, it did have Panther Man. Panther Man's my favorite in that one as well. I know, probably for different reasons. Maybe similar reasons. I don't know. But, I will be right back. See you in like in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I'm gonna move this TV screen a little bit. I don't like the way it looks. So I don't like the way that looks. I don't like the way that looks. And make things bigger. No, I get you. Yeah, the loading times are... Yeah. There's something. I can understand if you're pissed. I totally understand. That version of the game is shit. Why can't I just land, like, right there? I don't have to go through another scene. Probably right here. So I'm gonna go see if I can get some dark matter from these scorpion things. I'm not gonna fight the Elmgeigus. I already know I don't want to fight the Elmgeigus. Fuck that thing. Fuck that thing. Right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get healed first. I can't get healed there. Can't get healed there. Go to Tool. Karnak. I have a lot of money, but I don't want to spend that on rods I can break. The save sound is the FF14 private message noise. Do it again. It's not unique to this game, by the way. I don't think it is. So, okay, so, like, here's another thing, by the way. I see myself playing Final Fantasy XIV in the near future. Yeah, that's not unique. But I gotta get... I said this was going to be my year of Final Fantasies. So I gotta get through 5. Then I'm going to get through Memories of Celceta. Then I'm going to do the Sand of Kefin. And then, after Sand of Kefin, I'm going to do Final Fantasy VII. I'm going to follow up Final Fantasy VII with Ys 6. Then I'm going to play Ys 8. Not Ys 8. Ys 6. Then Final Fantasy 8. Then Ys 7. 7. I'm not going to play Final Fantasy 9 because I played that recently. Maybe, okay, maybe. Maybe the Game Pass version. If it's on Game Pass still, I'll play it. I might go through 10 again, because it's been a while since I played 10. I don't think I'm gonna play 11. Final Fantasy 11. I will play, after that I'll play Ys 8. 12, the Zodiac Age, if that's still on Game Pass. I might hunt down the Zodiac Age, because I know that's not too expensive. And then Ys 9, just close out Ys 9. Then go through 13. And then once I'm done 13, I'll go through Final Fantasy 14. So I plan on, like, part of this experience going through all the Final Fantasy games again, because I feel like you know, it's, I guess, one of my favorite series. I need to go into 14 at some point. Like, it's just something that I owe to myself. Because I've heard so many good things about it. So, if you don't want it being too invasive of your time, I imagine you will focus on the main story. But yes, that's actually what I plan on doing. Is focusing on the main story. I'm gonna try it a couple times. I hear they drop Dark Matters. If not, I'm just gonna go to Dragonvale, get my Dragon Fangs. Care about this. Oh damn. My phone's blowing up, as I always want to do. They're dealt with relatively quick. Although it's in the fair side of content, that's still based on PvE content and the story from the main story. Cool. And I hear it's like free. I might, you know, instead of Final Fantasy VII, I might just jump right to 14. I don't know why I wouldn't. So as soon as I get done with East Memories of Solseta and East 5, I might jump to 14. I didn't notice if we got Dark Matter or not. That's on me. Shit. I have Dark Matter. I have 10 Dark Matters. You need to remember that. 10 Dark Matters. Okay. More scorpions. Done, son. No Dark Matters there. Money bags. I wish I felt like money bags. Spend too much of that shit. I'm not getting Dark Matters. I'm gonna move on and see if I can find whatever it was in the islands. No, it's not an island, it's just a giant chain. Okay, one more scorpion battle. One more. If I don't get Dark Matters, I'm just moving on to go get my Dragon Fangs. Because I need Dragon Fangs. I'm going to wait till I get all 4. Hold on. What if I summon Sildra? Sundeath Storm. Oh, I do get Dark Matters. Okay. Sweet. Okay, that works out. Won't get them as fast. That's for damn sure, but I can grind here for a bit. I think it also helps with my levels. Especially when I can do massive damage with just attacking these motherfuckers. I can set up a macro when I get for those scorpions and everything. As much people. I might, you know what? I might play it on Twitch. I think I will play it on Twitch. I might get some followers that way. They might be disappointed, but oh, fucking well. I'll give them a fuck. I'll be disappointed. There, now I can just spam this. It'll take longer than 2 Lunar streams. See, here's the other thing. I'm not just going to stream it on Sunday nights. It's just not going to be on Sunday nights, okay? Like, if I do Final Fantasy 14, it's going to be like this. Where whenever I play the game, I'm going to be on here doing it. Okay, I better start getting more Dark Matter drops. Yeah, I'm getting a little addicted to this streaming thing. I wish more random people would show up, but you know, you take what you can get. I'm not exactly the best promoter. Yeah, I like this Desert Scorpion on fire. Apparently that worked. 2 dark matters. Fuck yes. So what's my goal? What's my goal for dark matters be, chat? Discom arrow, I guess just discom arrow right now. I got 14. I'm thinking 25. Is that too much? $25 dark matters. They're for my chemist. I have 80 turtle shells. So my chemist can mix shit. And when they mix it, it makes special battle stuff. Dragon Fang seems to be the one I want to emphasize the most. So that's why I think like 25 dark matters. Like if you use 2 dark matters, you can do a lot of damage, apparently. Last time I tried it, it failed. I didn't have a ton of them, so I abstained from really using it. But like you can use dark matters for some other stuff too. No dark matters that time. That's bullshit. Yeah, I think I agree with that. That staff does a shitload of damage. Still dark matters. Alright, I'm getting frustrated. I want to see if I get anything out of these chain of islands down here that was there before. I think one of my characters has control. If not, I'm going to update it so they do have control. Well, my summoner does. So the secret area is. I'll leave that for later. Let's have control. Hypno crown. Let's go Crescent the city first. Heal up. One of those places, so I think it's like right around here. Not fighting an Elm Gygus. No. Alright, I'm gonna look up dark matter for World 3. Because I know I can find everything else right now. For fact. Let's see, 5 Dark Matter Farm. So prototypes. I see a monster has 100% drop rate in World 3. Okay, yeah. Why is this thread end? It talks about in Final Fantasy X. I don't want Final Fantasy X. Okay, I don't like that. This is a dumb video. Okay, so I guess my only option for really farming dark matter is with those stupid scorpions. That sucks. Okay. Prototypes aren't here anymore. So I'm gonna go... I'm gonna go get some dragon fangs. How many do I have? 13? Yeah, I definitely need more than that, because I love using dragon fangs. They are definitely spammably delicious, and I love myself some spam. My wife is half Filipino, so of course I love spam. Yeah, fight the fucking cat. I don't care. Let's fight monsters. Bone dragon. Bone. Black magic. Fight Reka. Oh, noes. So here I go. I'm just going to... Ooh, preemptive strike. I think you should be able to just kill these dudes. Yeah. So good. These zombies, dragon zombies, yeah, this is gonna be great. Here we go, grind again. I guess I'm just gonna do like an AMA while I grind for dragon fangs, because I'm gonna be here a minute. Can they get killed by healing items? Yeah, but that costs money. A lot more money than just attacking them. Ooh, I get ethers from these motherfuckers too. Fuck yes. Boom. Lena mastered recover. Good for her. Feed me dragon fangs. I live for the dragon fangs. My friends are cool though. Sorry I'm late. Work is shite. Your friends are cool though. Which ones? I think they're all cool, but which ones in particular? By the way, since I'm grinding at this point, I just kind of nonchalantly said this is turning into an AMA. So now's your time to ask me anything. You friends are cool. Nah, you're cool, Randall. Man, he always bitches about his workplace. All work sucks. I hope he gets a better workplace. I hope he gets more pay. He's worth it. Randall is just a fantastic dude, and anyone who doesn't value him is a piece of shit. And that goes for you too, Disclaimer. I hope you get that promotion you were talking about too. Don't worry, Randall, you're about to hear me bitch about my job a whole awful lot if things go south. I'm going to be bitching all the fucking time. I'm going to be a motherfucking bitching machine. It's happening. I hope not. I hope I don't have to bitch. Actually, I shouldn't say it's happening. That was probably the worst thing I could say. Yeah, you shouldn't have to work that much, dude. I mean, if it pays the bills, it pays the bills. What's an RHP episode that you absolutely hate? Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I hate that episode. I felt bad recording it. I feel bad publishing it. Yeah, I don't like that episode. Like every other episode I could think about when we were just getting back and we were kind of sharpening our, sharpening our tools, so to speak. I don't know if it was that early, but it was one of those episodes that I didn't feel like everything came together. One, because I hadn't played the game in a very, very long time, and I didn't play it again in preparation for the episode. I was like, yeah, I like this. I like this game. I can do this. And then I realized I didn't remember a lot of the game. I mean, I remember a lot of the game. I remember liking the game, and I could talk to it fairly well. But yeah, that is not a good episode. At least I don't think so. I haven't listened to it. I don't plan on it. I don't listen to our episodes after we record them anyway, because it's kind of like, I know what we said. But, yeah. Marvel Ultimate Alliance is probably my least favorite one. That's the thing that jumps out to me immediately. Yeah, we did a pretty good job covering that up. I guess another one would be the Halo episode. I think it was better, though. Like, it came across better. I didn't like recording it. I'm not going to get into the reasons why, because I don't want to... I don't want to sound like an ass. Because there's a lot of behind-the-scenes shit there that I just would rather leave there. But, the Halo episode was probably my least favorite to record. One of them. Yes, I am in the Navy, United States Navy. You can see, I have some stuff posted up back there. You can see them, that's the black items up there. I took my previous pay grades that I could find on my uniforms and I hung them up right above my closet. I am missing 2. Because I never held on to them. I think I just got rid of them because I was so happy to advance. Actually, I'm missing 3. Yes. 4. I'm missing 4. I'm missing 4 pay grades. Holy fuck. There was that one you recorded with Seamus that was pretty rough. That was Mega Man. That was Mega Man on the Game Boy. And look, I love Seamus, man. I love him. I love him to death. Knew him since high school. I think he makes really good content on his YouTube channel. I think he does. That Mega Man episode, I don't think came together all too well, though. I don't think it came together. Unless you're talking about the Patreon episode, and that's a little bit different. And because I saw that episode going differently in my mind, and it didn't come together the way I could have made it come together better. And, yeah, that one's on me. Now, the Mega Man 5 episode was also kind of on us. In fact, any single time, I'm not going to put anything on a guest, by the way. I'll say that if there's ever an episode that's rough, that's at least I'll put it on myself. I'll say that. It's the only RHP episode I skipped. Hey man, I love having Seamus on, man. And if you don't know his YouTube channel now, it's SP Burke. He stopped being the Gray Man and he started being more his own name. And I will support him forever, man. 100, forever. But yeah, I can understand why people didn't like those episodes. I'll just say that. I think the one he did with Sailor Moon, the Sailor Moon episode actually got quite a bit of traction. No, I get it. Like, look, not every episode is going to be the best, right? You're going to have episodes that people are going to be like, I didn't like that one. But I think, like, the Sailor Moon episode got some traction. It got some views. It's one of our more listened to episodes on YouTube. And Seamus was on that one. So, like, hey, look, man, Seamus has done some great stuff for one of our episodes. Even if the Mega Man one was kind of rough. Even if, like, the Sonic Comics one, I don't know how people feel about the Sonic Comics one. I think it's all over the place. But that's on me. That's on me for not knowing the source material. And, yeah, I love, yeah. I love Seamus, dude. Great dude. I'd have him back, too. But we'll see. I think the other thing about the Mega Man games is that he was very familiar about all of them, and I was only familiar with, like, 2 of them. That doesn't help. Is it because it's a spoiler, or you just can't bring yourself to listen to it? Or is it a bad episode? Like, we all, there's a bunch of reasons. Okay, I get you. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that when I finally get done with this 4-job Fiesta, we're donating to the half of our donation, which is all from Patreon. All of our Patreon, a monthly donation, which was June, it might be July, whichever's higher. I'll say that, whichever's higher. Half of that donation is going to go to the Children's Center for the Visually Impaired, because that was the charity Riku's family wanted donations to go to in his name. So I only find it fitting every single time we do anything for charity, that charity is going to be involved. Ever. Does not matter. Doesn't matter. No matter what charity that we're attached to for the group we're working with, I think, and I haven't talked to this about Shane, so it could change, I'll be honest, but as far as I'm concerned, my argument's always going to be that half of our donations, no matter what we make going into the future, will go to the CCVI of Missouri. That's Riku's charity. And we're doing it. And that's going to happen as soon as I make it through this game. And that's why I want to keep this press up. I want to get this game done. I want to donate to that charity. Even though, like, it doesn't matter when we donate, right? But, yeah. Let's get up to, I want it 50. I want 50 Dragon Fangs. I need Dragon Fangs. What's the most popular episode of AMA? Of RHP? In terms of what? So I gotta ask that for a reason. Because if you go by the most amount of people who've listened to it, just period, that one's easy. That's the interview with Derek Buck from Classic CGR Undertow. I think that has something almost 4,000 views on YouTube. It's by far the most popular. But if you're talking about most downloaded from the traditional means, and not including YouTube, it's either... And the thing is, we can't track that anymore, because we swapped our server. We swapped our carrier, or whatever it is. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I knew that was going to be a hit, and I would love to have him back. We tried to have him back, but it couldn't happen. I've reached out to him since. He hasn't responded, and I hope he's doing okay. That's all I can say. But yeah, that was the YouTube episode that really got things going. And but in terms of the downloaded one, the most download, there's 2 that are possible, and it might be 3, and they all make sense. So I think before we swapped our podcast server, who carried us, it was near with Adam from The Good, Bad, and the Backlog. It was near. And I think it was a great episode. I really do. I think it was one of our better episodes. I think it's well deserved. Number 2 was East with Joe Redifer and Paul, from Paul Ramallo, from the Good, the Bad, and the, not the Good, Bad, Backlog, the Region Free Game Region Free Gamers. Holy shit. And then, depending on how I view it now, there's some metrics I'm looking at that might suggest that our number 3, or even who knows where it's at now, just because the metrics are all messed up. It could be our Silent Hill episode, or our Kirby episode with Adam Blank. The Silent Hill one I don't get. The Adam Blank one I do, because Adam Blank and the Remember the Game podcast are he's doing fucking lights out, man. Like, he's fucking killing it. So, like, it's always great to have a person like that on your podcast. Found this podcast through Ashton's recommendation D&D episode. That's shocking. If you were to ask me, I actually think that's one of our weaker episodes. And the other thing is, like, everyone that's ever talked about that D&D episode, by the way, has said nothing but good things. So, I don't know. Like, when you ask me my taste in podcast episodes, it's going to be probably a different... I mean, obviously, it's a different perspective from the person who's recording it and the person that said it. You found us, Reddit. I hate Reddit, by the way. And it was that episode. And I'm grateful! 5 more Dragon Fangs. We're gonna go back to mining dark matter. 25 of those. Like, I probably should care more about Reddit. I just don't. I don't like getting out of this space, if I'm being honest. It does. So does Twitter. So does a lot of things. But that episode that Ashton recommended, that won that Patreon poll. That's how long ago it was. That's how you found it. That was a patron recommendation, because it was just him and Lyle then at the time, and he recommended that, and it either won or it was the backup, and he was like, "We'll just do the backup." And all podcasts I support on Patreon. The Bad Backlog. Sleeping Low. Never heard of Sleeping Low. Better single entry RPG. Legend of Dragoon or Skies of Arcadia. Now, keep in mind, I have never played Legend of Dragoon. I just haven't played it, okay? With that being said, it's still Skies of Arcadia. And let me tell you why. Because Skies of Arcadia wasn't trying to be something else. Legend of Dragoon is just trying, my opinion. Legend of Dragoon is just trying to be Final Fantasy VII. I did play it. I like Brave Fencer Musashi. I need some mix. I don't see how you can call a game great when all you're trying to be is another game. This might be a hot take, but it's like, hey, you want to be Final Fantasy VII. And that's all you want to be. And a lot of games, not as bad as, what is it, Shadow Madness? I think it was called Shadow Madness. That game really wanted to be Final Fantasy VII. That game really, really, really wanted to be Final Fantasy VII. Discommander, do you know... Okay, here's a question back at you. I did play Brave Fencer Musashi, and I liked it. I had never beat it. But I did like what I played of it. My question to you is, why did I ever buy Brave Fencer Musashi in the first place? Why am I just spacing out here? Mix. Okay. So my chemist doesn't have mix. I'm gonna go heal up because I just swapped jobs. Magus Rod, Gold Hairpin, White Robe. Okay, Elemental. Paris response to Zelda. Actually, no. I hate Zelda. I didn't then, actually. That has to be true. I did not hate Zelda back then. But that's not the reason. Wily stage versus Storm Eagle theme. Which wins? Wily. Storm Eagle's damn good, though. I know that was a quick response, but... Yeah, it's Wily. Because it came packed in with the Final Fantasy VIII demo disc. Alright, give me 1 second. I will be right back in probably 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. I'm back. By the way, I didn't give you the proper welcome. I don't know. I thought you were 2-bit retro. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm tired. Randall, I thought you were 2-bit retro for some reason. 2-bit retro is here. Shit. Okay, I'm sorry. 2-bit retro. I don't know. I'm getting everyone confused. Welcome to the chat. I didn't say welcome to you. I feel terrible. I thought I saw your name, and then I saw the name, and I was like, that's Randall. That's not Tidbit Retro. And now I see you. So, welcome to the chat. My semi-hot take. Final Fantasy VII is more important than it is good. I don't think that's a hot take. That is not a hot take. Sorry. Not a hot take. It is extremely important. It is extremely important. The other thing about Final Fantasy that take is that there's enough insufferable bastards like me that won't say it's a hot take. So I think I gotta get some ethers now. I can afford some ethers. Let me get some kairos first. It's more important, really. I don't need any of those for now. Ooh, let's get 20 of those. Yeah, baby. I don't dislike 7. Just don't care about it. I mean, I care about it, but I'm gonna replay it. So, by the way, Final Fantasy VII Remake is my favorite game on the PlayStation 4. It's my favorite game from my generation, from that generation. So, Final Fantasy VII, I'm looking forward as part of this like little Final Fantasy thing that I'm doing. I didn't go to the inn. I just bought items. This is it's one of the games I'm looking most forward to playing. That and Final Fantasy VIII, if I'm being honest. Because I always... Final Fantasy VII just because I want to be reminded of why people think that game is great. And Final Fantasy VIII because I constantly shit on it. So I'm looking forward to playing through 8 again. And when I do, if it's still on Game Pass, by the way, if it is still on Game Pass, I will be playing Final Fantasy VIII here on this stream, Randall. So, there's that. Love it. Yeah, the Final Fantasy VIII stream. If I play Final Fantasy VIII, and that comes with a condition, it's on Game Pass, I will play it here. Now, the other condition to me playing it here and streaming will be if we get a 25th patron. Because then I have to get a capture card. We don't have that yet, and that's fine. People don't have to donate to our show. But what I'm saying is if people do donate to our show, if you are a patron, I don't care if you donate at the $1 a month level. I don't give a shit. One more patron, because we're at 24 right now, I will get a capture card. Right now, primarily is to stream Wii U games. That's what I've been kind of joking about. But I have a PlayStation 2, and I have some minty Final Fantasy VIII discs. And I can stream that as well, so I can play the OG. So, if we get it by then, I'm just saying, it's gonna happen. That's all I'm saying. I don't like the remake much unless they made the level design less claustrophobic and have less forced walkthrough segments. I'll probably pass on episode 2. Okay. I loved it. And I did. Oh, here's the other thing. I liked it, and then it gave me hard mode, and then I loved it. Hard mode was just, I don't know. Hard mode was so much better. The OG is more stable. I'd rather suffer through FF2 than play Final Fantasy VIII. Have you listened to the Guilty Pleasures episode yet? Well, as long as I have 41 Dragon Fangs, might as well go for 45. While I'm here. I'm the wrong dude to talk shit on FF2. Because I'll tell you it's bad, and I'll tell you I love it. I can see that. I disagree. I think the cast of characters is absolute dog shit, but I can see how people would like them. By going to ****. Or you can just say the link that's described beneath the chat. Because apparently we don't allow links. I don't know why we did that. I can see the link. The link is right down there. It's called linktr.ee/retrohangover. And I appreciate the endorsement. As I know that you are wont to do, Randall. Thank you. Want is W-O-N-T. Alright, I have 46 Dragon Fangs. I think it's enough. For now. Now let's go get 25 Dark Matters. Well, your autocorrect is faster than my brain. I would say the same thing, dude. I'm with you, bro. August is great as a regular listener. I came to know about it after hearing Chris on an episode of Region for Gamers podcast. Been subscribed ever since. Awesome. Did you hear me on the Final Fantasy IV episode? I love Region Free Gamers. If you're in the Discord, if you were in the Discord for Region Free Gamers, your handle's different. And forgive me if I don't know. If you're God, I almost might think that you're Mr. Game and Brews for some reason. But if you're not, I'm not sure who you are in the Discord. I'm sure you probably told me before, and forgive me. But can we not guess? I don't want to be that asshole, but they'll let us know. I know! I know your intentions are amazing. I don't care! I can be one too! It's not as a public figure. I try not to be. I've been an asshole once, and I think that's why... You running for office anytime soon? I don't know. Better delete your Discord account then, sir. I don't know. I'd have to delete a lot of accounts then. Hope it turned out exactly how you wanted it to, man. Hope it turned out great. I mean, I did major in poli-sci. I love politics. I love getting into it. I don't want to be a pundit. I actually want to get involved in it. I want to do something. And, yeah. I mean, I would love to run for office, man. But it takes money, it takes influence, it takes knowing people. I don't know how involved I could be. And not just because, like, what I have on fucking online, because everyone has bullshit online, right? I don't know, man. Like, world's a fucking crazy place. And people like to do crazy things to make sure that the person they want to win wins, regardless if they agree with that person or not. And, I don't know, man. Guess I'll leave it at that. I know, like, I'd like to run for an office. I don't know what that office would be. Probably a House of Representatives is what I'd love to run for, but again, I don't know. Would it work? Probably not. I can't run for state office because they pay them like $25,000 a year, and if I did that, I'd dedicate myself to that job, and then I wouldn't have enough to feed my family. So, that's out of the window. That's a... I know we're just shifting gears. Let me shift gears to, I guess, politics for a minute. When it comes to, like, oh, we shouldn't pay people in Congress, like... And I get the sentiment, right? Because, you know, people in Congress don't take care of you. At least in my opinion. Like, most people... I don't think that's a controversial opinion. People in Congress don't take care of you. They just don't. And... forgot where I was going with this, man. I'm trying to figure out how many dark matters I have, and I'm talking fucking politics. But when it comes to, like, money and shit, so, like the Florida State Senate doesn't pay people who run for, like, who win office, who go to Tallahassee. They don't pay them a damn dime. They really don't pay them that much. So you have to have supplemental income in order to have that office. So when people say, like, don't pay Congress, and Congress is like $175,000 a year, to a lot of us, that's a ton of money. To me, that's a lot of money. It's a bunch of money. But, you know, when you're talking about 27,000 or 30,000, like, that's not going to encourage your regular person who doesn't have a ton of money saved up to run. Not to mention all the campaign financing that you're going to have to do to run advertisements and all the PACs and all the limitations on fundraising that you already have, which are mostly for good reasons. But, like, how are you going to be able to maintain an office? How are you going to be able to get into a political office if you're not already a millionaire? Like, unless you have money saved up that you can rely on. I can see a lot of people who are running for office are already self-made millionaires, or they have a spouse that's a self-made millionaire. So they can live off that money. And is that something inherently wrong with the political system? I think so. Like, how do you fix that, though? Because then if you pay Congress, like, if you pay people in Congress, like, you know, like $400,000 a year, you know, people are going to be upset about that. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, the average person, your average person should be able to be there on the free market of ideas and speak truth to power. Your run-of-the-mill person. And this is why I'm not going to say their name, because I don't want to get into politics. I don't want to start mudslinging. But this is why when I saw a certain politician run for office a little while back, that, like, I was excited to see this person run. Because it seemed like they came from a somewhat humble background. They were doing a humble job. And, like, when they couldn't afford an apartment in Washington, D.C., and people mock them. It's like, this is your common person. This is the person that's supposed to be speaking truth to power. This is the person that's supposed to be representing the will of the people. And you just want rich people doing that? They're out of touch with the people they're supposed to be helping, supporting, and representing. And so when you can't make a living, off of and supporting yourself and your family off trying to help other people, and you're genuine with it, then you're not going to do that. You're going to have to try and make a living off that. And that's kind of the conundrum that you're in. Because you are supposed to be, as a government official, you're supposed to be afraid of the people that you're serving. Not like, oh, they're terrible people. More of a fear of they will shit can me. They will fire me because I'm not doing a good enough job. That's the fear that should be happening as a public official. Like, you are doing everything in your absolute power to make sure that you are supporting the will of the people that elected you. And if you can't support your family, what does that mean to you? So the average American, the average person who may have great ideas, who may have things that could unite everybody, that could help everybody, that could do better, they could get erased from some person who has a bank account that dwarfs theirs, who makes more money in interest in a month than they can in an entire year. They're just going to do it because they can and they want that power. And that's not even a party thing. That's not even a partisan thing. That's not me speaking out against if you're a Democrat or Republican. That's just a political thing. Even third-party candidates, that they do that. Yeah, I know. My 2 minutes are up. I know I'm kind of on my soapbox, but I don't know. That bothers me, man. That bothers me. I wish. Yeah, I guess I already corrected your spelling, so I guess I deserve that. But, yeah, man. I wish more average people I wish more average people could be part of the political system. And the way that our system is designed, it's not allowed. And if it was allowed, a lot of people would weaponize against it, against those regular people who got in there. It just... What do you do? What do you do? It's sad. It's a sad state of affairs. Sorry, everyone, for getting political there. Back to video games, I guess, but... I don't know. It's an AMA. I answered the question, and I went on my tangent. I don't regret it. Robot out in the closet and go mow grass. I guess so, right? I wish every political seat had term limits. There's something corrupt about seeing someone have a stranglehold in a position of power for decades and decades. I agree. I fucking agree. 100%. You will not hear a disagreement on that from me. Not one iota. I think if in the House of Representatives... I live in the United States. I know not everyone here lives in the United States, so I'll just use an example from the United States. If you're in the House of Representatives, you should serve 5 terms. Max 5 terms. Maybe 6. That's 10, 12 years. If you're in the Senate, it should be 3 terms. That's 18 years. Right? That's it. And then you're gone. You don't need more than that. There's no reason you need more than that. When they were talking about the... Jesus Christ, I'm going to get super political here, so bear with me. When they were talking about impeaching... when they did the impeachment of Trump back in, for the first time, the Ukrainian one. And they were like, we're going to give examples about what these politicians said when they did it with Clinton. Like, fucking Clinton was 1998. The only thing I could think of is why are people that were in power... Why are people that were in power in fucking 1998? Why do they still have an opinion about impeaching anybody in 2018? Like in a capacity of power. That you can have an opinion, obviously, because if you're still alive, you're still alive, right? You can have your opinion. But you're talking like 20 fucking years. And they're like, here's Representative here's Representative Pelosi and her opinion on the impeachment of Bill Clinton in 1998, and here's her opinion in 2018. It's like, why is this person still in fucking power? It's been 20 years. Like 20 fucking years. And this isn't to speak whether you think they're right or wrong. I'm trying to get away from that point because I don't want to have that discussion here. I just don't. I'm talking more to the point of people are in power. Like, if an entire generation has passed and these people are still in power and telling you what they think. And that's bullshit. That's straight up bullshit. In the same position. They haven't even moved up from the House to the Senate. They haven't done it. They're not governor. I don't care if you have a life in politics, your entire life in politics. I don't care about that shit. But, like, it kind of gets to a point where it's like, how long you been there? How genuine are you? Like, what are you? Are you just like this carcass that just kind of moves throughout time and just says whatever they need to say to get reelected? Because I think that's what you are. I don't know what your position is. Do you know what your position is on anything? Your position is whatever the position is to get reelected. That's what I think. You're a piece of shit. Oh, yeah. He's not the only one, man. He's not the only one. Like, our entire political system is littered with people like that. And they just need to go. And it's like this mentality, I think. Like, for the people that do care, and I'm not excusing them. Because, yeah, I mean, in essence, they're part of the problem, what I'm about to get to, my point here. It's like, there are people that care, and they think the reason that they need to stay in term for another office was, like, Well, I didn't get accomplished what I wanted to get accomplished. I need to stay here until I get it accomplished. But you're still going to stay there. You're always going to have something to accomplish. Always. You're never going to leave. But you're not always going to get it. All right. I'm saying it as loud as I can, man. I'm saying it on a public platform. I'm going to upload this shit to YouTube, of course. It's whether or not people want to do anything about it or accept politicians that don't want to do anything about it, you know? And we're all part of the problem. No one's willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good in politics. That's what it comes down to. No one is. No one. At least anyone of notable significance, right? I'm not getting the dark matters like I want to. It's been an episode of RHP that almost made you want to take a week off. I don't know. Oh, yes. Yes, there is one. Yes. Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider did. No, not even Superman. Tomb Raider. Dude, next time you're on with Shane, ask him what if I'm in the chat or if I'm chatting it up, you can ask him what I was saying about Tomb Raider. I did not want to fucking do that game. I did not want to touch it. I was begging him. I'm like, can we get rid of that fucking episode? I hated that game so much. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I hated that game. Fucking hated that game. Dark matters. Said 25. What's going on, freak? Just mining resources mostly today. I don't know how we're going to advance moving forward or when we're going to. We will soon. I just gotta make sure that I have all the chemist shit I need. We had some earlier, so I'm sure they're not quite like yours. Yes. Yes. News in the army. What's the news in the army? Thoughts on Final Fantasy IV, the after years? I haven't played it, and it's not necessary. That's bullshit. Fuck Fuck them. I hope they fry. Like, I've wanted to make it to the after years, but I want to do it in conjunction with the main story, and I have the PSP version. Dude, Fort Hood is a fucking dumpster fire, man. I have heard nothing but... I feel so bad for, like, soldiers that are stationed in Fort Hood or any service member that is, because it just sounds like that place sucks. Like, I don't know. It's a hotbed of controversy. Yeah, that's like, what are you doing? I don't... I don't know. I feel so bad for people at Fort Hood. And it's like, how many female soldiers have they had that if there's like, they were getting like sexually assaulted and shit like that, and like the base just is like, yeah, well, whatever. It's like, that's horrible. Like, what? Yeah, it's, yeah, I don't, yeah, Fort Hood is fucking, I don't know. I'm not stationed there. I don't want to pass judgment, but it's like, why the fuck does this still exist? I don't know what happens in Fort Hood. Every base seems to have its own function, for the most part, but Fort Hood has its purpose, I'm sure. I don't know what it is. I'm not in the Army. I'm getting way less Stark Matters than when I should have just stayed here and grinded before I went to go get my Dragon Fangs. This is taking forever. Holy shit. Why have I heard of Killeen? Isn't that where the cheerleader's from in Heroes? It's Killeen. Ask Me Anything. Oh, by the way, we are doing an Ask Me Anything freak. So, because I'm just grinding for resources, so I want to make it somewhat entertaining for you all. AMA, have you ever played a military soldier sailor airman game that made you physically cringe? That's more movies, man. Like, games don't, because I just think games are stupid. But the idea of seeing the cast of characters down the road as the older visions coming together. It is kind of cool. It is kind of cool. Like, I don't have anything against the After Years in principle. I just don't think it needs to exist. You know what? If you listen to the Medal of Honor episode, and it's the reason I don't play a lot of military games in general, is because, like, when I know it's not representative of what people in the military really do, or how they act, or how they talk, or how they behave, like, I just instantly just go like, ugh. Like, everyone looks at, like, the Hunt for the Red October, or some shit is like, or whatever, like, Navy movies. Typically, they're sub movies that people look at, or Top Gun, and they're like, yeah, that's how the military is. Top Gun's actually not too far off. But, like, if you really want to know how, the Navy is, go watch Down Periscope. I watched that, and I was like, yeah. That's how we are. That's what we do. And you're like, no. I'm like, yeah. That's exactly how things are. Yeah, don't. Watch down Periscope. Down Periscope could have been written by somebody in the Navy. Like, actually someone in the Navy, not someone who just fucking masturbates to the Navy. Where am I at? Alright, 6 more dark matters. 6 more dark matters. I mean, yeah, certain people do. Yes, he did. Kelsey Grammer. Yes, in the movie he had a tattoo on his penis. And if you're asking me if that happens in the Navy, I'm going to tell you probably. Like, if I heard that story, I'd be like, yeah, it makes sense. I watched the best information movie about Kazakhstan today. Borat. I mean, I guess best movie we have available. Borat's fantastic. Ask me anything. Does Chris have a dick tattoo? I do not. I have not done anything down there. Well, I knew a guy in the military at Prince Albert and would walk up and down the hallway with his boss. I'm glad the scene in the army isn't too different. I haven't seen anything that crazy in the Navy, to be honest with you. It's more stories. Hell yeah. Dark matter. Oh, I'm sure you do. You do understand, like, the military is nothing but frat stories. I'm sure your frat story is fantastic, by the way. Stories all day about the army. We need to like have some. We need to have, like have a time slot for all the veterans. Yeah, we need a time slot for all the veterans to just have like this chat stream in our Discord. We have a lot of veterans in the Retro Hangover Discord. Tons of them. So, I won't say tons of them, because we don't have tons of people, but we have quite a considerable amount of people that are veterans in the RHP Discord, and they're just part of the RHP community. So, one of these days, like, no shit, because I think people would be just horrified and interested in a lot of the stories that we have to tell. Not so much me. I don't think I really have anything interesting to tell. But, like, so many of us do. That I don't know. Maybe that's a take. And I'm not saying, like... I'm not saying that they'd even be willing to. I'm not sure. I mean, usually veterans are. But, I think that'd be interesting. Like, if the veterans... the veterans in our community, if they're willing to answer questions about... from non-veterans in our community about what's like to serve, or what's the craziest story they've had, or something like that. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. We could probably do it for Veterans Day, or yeah, we could probably do it for Veterans Day. Did I ever have a Mad Catz controller I forced myself to play with? The one I think about the most... I don't know if it was a Mad Catz. I do know I've played with Mad Catz before. I've never forced myself to play with it because I always had a secondary option. But I'm thinking that the one I'm thinking about is one for the N64. The one that had the thumbstick right below the D-pad. It wasn't the 3-prong. It looked like it had kind of a set up to a regular controller. SuperPad, I think it was called the SuperPad Pro. And it had like the D-pad and the analog stick on one side, and it wasn't a prong, and it was right beneath it. Almost like a Dreamcast controller, except if you... It wasn't even like a Dreamcast controller, even. I wish I knew the exact name and developer of it, but that's the one I used when I was a kid, and I don't know if I preferred it or not. I think I like the original N64 controller, but I did use that one from time to time. What am I playing with around? I'm playing with a RHPlays controller right now, actually. Like, everyone gets the 8-bit dues, whatever. And I have my little RHPlays here. A lot of people don't like this one. So if you're looking at it, it's this one. And I originally didn't like it. It was having some problems. And then I realized that apparently if you hook it up to the wrong port, it's going to give you issues. So if you plug it into what they describe as a power port for a power out on your PC, you're going to have problems. But if you put it into a data port, that it works fine. And ever since I plugged it into a data port, it's been, quote, data port, or whatever that is, I've had no issues. It works just like a Super Nintendo controller. Echo Airflow. What system is that for? Yeah. One more dark matter. I didn't know we were that close. PS2, GameCube, and OG Xbox. What are all your thoughts on the GameCube controller, by the way? And then I'll give mine after all of you sound off, or whoever sounds off. Getting dark matter out of that. That wasn't paying. Nope. GameCube controller has the best triggers. Okay. I'm gaining levels, so there's that. I'm not even trying to grind for levels. Just It's like a secondary effect. Oh shit, I'm almost out of fucking magic. Let's get a high potion on that. Okay. So I know Retro's been in and out. Tidbit. And Discamera's... haven't seen him in a minute. So, my opinion on the GameCube controller is this. I think the GameCube controller is the best controller for 3D platformers. And I don't even think there's a debate. Oh, the GameCube Wavebird is magnificent. No rumble, though. So I thought the same thing. Tidbit, I thought the same thing. I thought I used the Wavebird forever. Swore by it. And then one day, I was like, you know what? I'm going to swap because I want to feel the rumble. So I swapped over to the regular GameCube controller. And I was like, oh. Like, yeah. Yeah, baby. Like, it was, like, so good. So I don't want to go that far. Like, it's great. For its time, it's phenomenal because I had the 2.4 gigahertz wireless transfer. I understand why a lot of people love it. Switch Pro controller is great. I actually prefer the Xbox Series X controller, and don't ask me what I think about the DualSense 5, or the DualSense controller. I don't know. I do not have a PS5. I don't know if I'm ever going to get one either, for what it's worth. We'll see. I'm not saying I'll never get one, I'm just saying I don't know if I'm going to get one. Because a lot of people rave about that controller. Build the chicken knife. This thing is okay. I think it's phenomenal. Great controllers, the Wii U Pro controller. I thought that was great. So is the Wii Classic controller. I think that's great too. No rumble on it, but it's a fantastic controller. Something just feels right about it, man. I don't know what it is. DualShock 2 is still my all-time fave. So, like, I think the DualShock 4 is better. I love a concave D-pad, which is why I really value the original PlayStation analog controller. Like the concave analog stick instead of convex. I have all the time in the world for it, man. And it seems like developers are finally understanding that. I think I'm with you, Tidbit Retro. I agree. Durability? Dude, DualShock 3s are pretty fucking durable. I knew what you meant. The DualShock 3s are pretty durable, man. DualShock 4s are pretty durable. I have broken a DualShock 2. I have a broken one right now. And the only reason, like, I haven't trashed it is because, like, it works, it just doesn't rumble anymore. But, you know... If you don't want rumble, if you don't care for that, it's fine. But I have one that does rumble. I broke one of my 6-axes before. 6-axes, I mean, they're kind of trash. Because they don't rumble at all. They don't even give you the option. Chicken knives get more powerful. Favorite controller? So, look, here's the other thing. Like, I have multiple favorite controllers. Depends on what it's for. Like, if I want to play a 3D platformer, like strictly a 3D platformer, it's the GameCube. Like, you don't even have to debate me. SNES controllers in the top 5? For games only need a pad and 8-button Saturn. There you go, Disc Chimera. That's why I can't revere. That's why I cannot revere the Super Nintendo controller the way it probably should be. It has a lot of great qualities. But if you're asking me if I'm going to play a 2D game, you must have some massive hands, dude. It's the Saturn controller, man. How is the Saturn controller not the definitive 2D controller? I'm not getting Dark Matters, man. This is not good. The Saturn is the best for 2D gaming. Not Model 1. Not the Model 1 we got in the United States. Not that. The Model 2 or the Japanese Model 1. That's the epitome of 2D controllers. Right there. Give me another Dark Matter, damn it. 25, I'll leave you alone. Fuck's sake. He just attacking, weirdo. See, I don't mind that. So you must have massive hands. Your hands must be bigger than mine. They gotta be. I like the DS too. You don't like I don't like anything about the DS in terms of controller. Oh, DualShock 2. Okay. Yeah, now going back, I used to not mind it, but now, like, for fighting games and stuff like that, I don't like its approach. I got my Dark Matter. Go get it, dude. Pokemon Yellow is a special game. I know someone who hates Pokemon in general. I haven't seen him in a minute, but the D-pads on those are amazing. However, the D-pad, not the A and B buttons, are bad. Dude, N64. N64 all day. Look, okay, you're going to get me going off about the N64 controller. You're going to get me going off. How long have we been streaming? 2.5 hours, so I'm just... I think I'll close with that, because I got my resources. I'm going to figure out where I need to go. And on my way to where I need to go next, I'm going to go off about the N64 controller. Alright. Oh, now I need to go to the Mirage. Ooh. I like this place. Okay, I'll go to the Mirage first. I like that place. There's things to do there. Okay. Look. If you're playing Mario Party, yes. The N64 has a relatively short lifespan. I don't know. I think the N64 controller is extremely comfortable. I think people look at it and they're like, oh, how do I hold it? Like, it's not hard, man. Like, it's not hard. You want to play a 3D game? Like, you have your analog stick. If it doesn't, and there's a way to hold it, it's not fucking difficult. Like, I don't understand the... I understand the issue. And if you want to play a 2D game, you have your D-pad. The D-pad on that thing is fantastic, by the way. But it's just like, yo, like, what? I don't find it uncomfortable, but the stick maintenance bothers me. I have bought N64 controllers off the street and not have an issue with them. So, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just I'm lucky. Okay, where's this Mirage Town? Why can't I go to it? Is this another one of those things I should be able to go to, but they fixed it? Tibbet's thing first. Whoa, 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 what am I doing? Tibbet. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, sorry. Tibbet. Oh, are you Omi? Never mind. So in terms of the Game & Watch controllers, the A and B buttons are shit. They're total shit. They suck. But yeah, the D-pad's great. Never played a Vita. Okay. So, hold on, let me read this up. Okay, so it's the third forest and becomes a battle. Alright. So I was right, it's like right there. So I should be able to get in there. We'll find this out. Zach from Gone Broke. Hey, what's going on, Zach? They call me Grizz. I've seen that before. Somewhere else. But it's nice to see you here, Zach. Happy to have you on the stream. How you doing, dude? That's a good... the Final Fantasy VI is... the Pixel Remaster is really good. So apparently, I'm supposed to be able to get into the Mirage world here. I'm not able to get in here. I don't know what's going on. I think like this is something I need to focus on later. I've never had this issue before. Usually it takes you right to the Mirage world. Apparently not. He can do whatever he wants, man. I'm just doing it because I was just resource mining. AMA still stands, by the way. I thought that was Mirage World. Let me look this up again, because the game is not doing what it's supposed to do.
Hello and welcome back.
Hopefully
I am Big
that.
Squirrel. This is fine.
Shut up, you. Alright. I don't like that, so I'll get to the screen and see if I can get this. So what am I doing wrong? This game is a weird... The Pixel Remaster has a way to do it. This fishing game in a JRPG, Final Fantasy 15. Alright, cool. Big cat's froggy fishing. What? Randall, you're fired. $50,000 for an elixir. Get more ethers. True. You don't. Sorry. I can't fire you. I'll try harder next time. But the Fire's fishing minigames are pretty great. They are... They're not bad, but are they better than Final Fantasy 15's? And the answer for me to that is no. That's one of the better fishing minigames. I don't like fishing minigames. I just don't like them in general. But they are pretty great. You're right. You are right. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yes, Osmos. I need that. Yeah, baby. No, 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 no. I have Morningstar. No. I'm missing out on something here. I don't know what they have on. I think they have Hypno Crown and... I'm gonna buy 2 of them. I think I'm gonna use them. Yeah, I'm gonna use Black Robe. Black Robe. All dressed in black. Very nice. Well, how am I supposed to get back there? Ooh, those are expensive. Oh, most expensive game in my personal collection. Let me take a look. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on this thing right now. If I'm not too with the chat right now, I apologize. My account, collection. Hide a low. Right now, according to price charting, my most valuable or priced at the highest game in my collection is Crusader of Senti for the Sega Genesis. I can hear Sephiroth too. I know exactly what you're talking about. Good ear. Holy shit, what? That ain't cheap. No, it's not. I bought it for $7. Paprium Collector's Edition. Nice. I do not lie. I paid $7 for Crusader of Senti. Ogre Battle 64 for me. I think I'm going to sell it, though. I bought that if Zach, Grizz, Gamer Grizz, that Gamer Grizz. They call me Grizz. There it is. So, Grizz. Zach or Grizz, whatever he prefers to go by. Got it from Gone Broke Gaming. It's before he worked there. I got Ogre Battle 64 there for like $50. That's before the pandemic prices. So the story behind... There's a story behind Crusader of Senti. Because, like, who buys a fucking game like that for $7, right? Even when I got it... By the way, that game has not always been valued at what it was at. When I got the game, because I got it back in 2015. It was, I brought it home, and price charting was kind of starting out at the time. And I looked at my wife. I don't want to fly the Black Chocobo. Huh. So I brought it home to my wife, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to check the value of these games, because I got 6 games. Don't want to do that. But I got 6 games, or 7, 6 or 7 games. And I want to get back to my airship. Stop it. You wouldn't let me do this before. Now, ah! Okay. Huh! So I'm going to finish telling my story about Crusader Ascension, then I think I'm going to call it a day. So, I got Crusader Ascension. Just saved it, so I'm just going to close out of this. I got Crusader Ascension back in 2013 or 14. And, I brought it home, and price charting was around back then, and I was just getting accustomed to it. And I looked it up, and it was $250 when I bought it back in like 2014. That was the value of it. I mean, it's still insane, right? Still insane because I have a complete in box. It's not the best condition, but that's still an insane amount of money. It's worth way more than that if you look it up. But the story behind how I got it was that at the time I was just starting to get into retro gaming. Like, it was right when I was getting into it. And the first system I got was a Sega Master System, came with a bunch of games. But then I was like, you know what, I'd rather get a Sega Genesis. And the reason I chose Sega Genesis was because the games were just significantly cheaper. And that's one of the big reasons I got into retro gaming too, is because you could get a Genesis or you could get a Genesis game for like $5-10 easy, but like to get a new game was $60, and to get a Super Nintendo game was ridiculous, because I looked at the Super Nintendo games I wanted, Final Fantasy 6, 3, Final Fantasy 2 or 4, Castlevania Dracula X, and some of those games are just I couldn't afford them. They were ridiculously expensive. But what I found every single time was that Sega games were cheaper. I mean, they still are, right? But like, no one wanted Genesis games back then. Like, no one was buying them. Like, the Genesis games have gone way up in price since 2013, 14, 15. So I went to this one game store that no longer exists here in Jacksonville. It was called Guerrilla Games, and it was on San Jose. I can't remember exactly where it was at, but you would, I remember going over the bridge, going to San Jose, and then driving down a little bit, and there was a place called Guerrilla Games. It was the only place that they had. It seemed like a chain shop, but I think it was a mom and pop operated franchise. I've been going there for a little bit to kind of peruse around and see what kind of games I got. And I think by this point I also got a Dreamcast. And I went in there one day, and this guy was trading in this massive Sega Genesis collection. And I didn't know anything about gaming, retro gaming, collecting, or what the big games were or weren't. Like, I didn't know anything, really. I just knew what I remember from my childhood and the games I liked. So I saw what he was trading in, and he was trading in every single big name video game. Every single one that I wanted. Like, there's Shining Force 2, Phantasy Star 3, 2, 4. Just if it was a big name Genesis game, it was in this collection. But then I looked at the rest of these games, like, I have no idea what some of these games are, or I know what these are, but I've never played them before. And so, like, I didn't know any business culture then either. So I remember talking to this guy. I was like, hey, look, I'll buy some of these games off you. And I didn't know that was like a faux pas in a retro game store. And every single time I tell this story, I say that because you're not supposed to do that in a retro game store. Do not do that in a retro game store or any store where there's bartering and trading going on, because they're trying to buy that product off them, and you going in there and trying to snipe it off them, that's not a good thing. That's not something you want to do. You'll burn a bridge quick if like the owner knows what they're doing. Fortunately, the owner did not know what they were doing. The only thing they were worried about was selling ethics, like what was legal. Not even ethics, but more what was legal. So I couldn't buy something off them in their store. I'd have to make the deal outside the store. So I was like, I don't want all your games. I just want, because like I want this store to do well. Again, not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. And so it's like, so this store can have, I want this store to have like all the games I see, like the Phantasy Stars, the Shining Forces, and everything like that. I just want these games over here. I just want to pick a few games, and I want to know what you are willing to sell them for. So I picked my games. Notable games in there were Shadowrun, Beyond Oasis, Three Dirty Dwarves, Light Crusader, Boogerman. I think those were the other games. There might have been one more. And then, of course, Crusader of Senti. And I also had the wireless Sega Genesis controller. So I asked him, how much are you willing to sell this game for? And he told me, well, make me an offer. It's like, well, I don't fucking know what these games are worth. But in my mind, I was like, no one wants Sega Genesis games. Sega Genesis games aren't worth that much. So I could probably do a good little bundle here, and I could with games that I've never heard of or are relatively cheap, and I'll see what he's willing to do. So I threw out the number $50. I'll say that again. $50. Because I didn't have a lot of money. I just wanted to know what he was willing to offer. So I said $50. And he said, yeah. It's like, okay, let me go do an ATM. I'm going to take $50 out. And that's how I got my copy of Crusader of Senti. I paid $50 for 7 games. And one of those games is now worth $1,500. You're not going to have that anymore. Like, it's complete dumb luck. This is not me saying that's just, you should go out and do that. Because I didn't even know. All I saw was that there's this game called Crusader of Senti. I had no idea what it was, but I saw the publisher was Atlas. And I was like, I just like Atlas. I didn't even know they were valuable. I didn't know there's a collector's market for Atlas. I didn't know anything about that. I just knew Atlas was an RPG company, and they would probably make a game that I would like. And that's why I picked it. That's it. It's all. I don't know if you're going to have those collector stories anymore, man. I just don't. And I wish everyone would have one of those stories. Because my story for Panzer Dragoon Saga is nothing like that. I paid fair market value for that game when I bought it. It's much more now. But, like, I don't have a good story for a lot of my other games. I just don't. And I'm so happy. That's why I think someone offered me $400 or they offered me their entire Sega Master System collection for Crusader of Senti, because that was one of the games that they just needed to have for their Genesis collection. I said, no, I want $500 for Crusader of Senti. And then they came up with something that was comparable. And I just looked at them as like, hey, look, like, I'm never going to have another game like this ever again. I'm never going to have a story like this ever again. I don't even, like, the game's good, but it's not, like, too connected. And then it got to a point where it's like, the only way I'll ever get rid of this game, because it's such a holy grail, is if someone gets me a Sega CDX and a copy of Lunar Eternal Blue. And to be honest, if someone did that for me today, and they threw in a couple other games to be sure, because I know what I have now. Like, but back then, it could have happened. You give me a Sega CDX in working condition and a copy of Lunar Eternal Blue, and I'll probably give up my copy of Crusader of Senti. And But other than that, like that the story is as valuable as the game itself. And I think that's the same for a lot of collectors. Even if the game isn't worth that much money. Like, I'm talking about in a monetary view. I think there's games out there that people just buy and they're expecting, like, they pick it up for $5 and they're just thinking it's a game that they'll never care about. And then it becomes the most important game to them in their life. Now, that's Crusader of Century, of course, is a monetary game. For me, that's like Nier. Nier I got for like $10. And like I would never sell my copy of Nier. Like, that would never happen. It's not like on $100 game. It's never going to be. But you cannot convince me to get rid of that game. So a lot of people will have, just stories of picking up games or playing games or something like that. But that's my story, and I think it's a fun story. And I think that's interesting. And I'm glad that you all enjoyed it. And I wish I had a copy of Def Jam Fight for New York. I do. And you got $200 for it, which is far more than I'd pay. So there you go. But that's all I have for today, everybody. We're almost at 3 hours. I have to get up tomorrow morning because I have to work this weekend, and which sucks. If I didn't have to work this weekend, I'd probably be streaming a lot later or not even care about it. But thank you all for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Just going by what I'm reading here, Tidbit Retro, Randall, Freak, Disc Chimera, Zach, everyone who joined today. I hope I didn't miss anybody. God, I hope I didn't miss anybody. I hate missing people. But if I missed you and I didn't say your name, just know that you were valuable to the conversation. And thank you for watching me stream and ramble and get a bunch of resources, because we didn't really advance the story at all. We just got a couple summons and we got some resources. But we're going to continue along this Forge Up Fiesta. Like I said, we're going to continue on this journey until we finish this and donate to charity. And I'm looking forward to the next one. I don't know what it's going to be. I know Sunday nights. Katie sends her good vibes. I do as well. I hope she gets better. I hope she's recovering from COVID. I know you said that she got it pretty bad. So my heart's out to Katie, as well as you. So good night, Freak. So I hope to see you next time. Sunday night, we're going to have our stream. It should be Shane this time playing Lunar the Silver Star. When it's going to be me with the Final Fantasy V Forge Out Fiesta, I don't know yet. It's probably going to be Tuesday, but if it's before, hey, just stay tuned to this channel. You know what it is. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is where I'm going to do my spiel. So if you're going to bail, now's the time to bail. If you are listening, if you're watching this and you want to know something, primarily we are a podcast, so you can find all of our stuff down there at linktr. So at linktr.ee/retrohangover. You can read it right down there at the bottom of the screen under the chat. That's where you can find all our links. We're at any podcatcher of your choice. Go check us out. Our most recent episode right now is our top 5 gaming guilty pleasures. So go there, find out what our gaming guilty pleasures are. I think the episode before that is our Duke Nukem 3D. I think it's still Duke Nukem 3D. And on Sunday, we're going to be releasing an episode where we are interviewing the developer of Fragrant Story, William Cage. So I think that's going to be a fascinating interview for anyone that's interested in that. But if you're wondering where you can regularly find us, it is twitch.tv/retrohangover. Just subscribe to that. You'll be able to find these surprise streams like that. If not, Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, you can find us streaming regularly. So head over there. Once again, thanks everybody for joining me. I think we had a fantastic time streaming for 3 hours. Thank you for all your questions. Maybe next time I'll have an AMA as well. It's been a great time, and I hope you all have a great night, and I hope you all have a great weekend. So until next time, play with your Why Can't I Get More Fucking Dark Matter joysticks. Have a good night.